Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we decided to try out a full face of Wet n Wild products. A couple weeks ago I decided to do a YouTube Made Me Buy It video and I fell in love with the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator and the Photo Focus Foundation, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give them a shot. If you want to continue to see how well I like the products and how well they applied and if I like the products and if I'm gonna purchase them again, go ahead and keep watching, and if you don't like it, then don't watch my video. But for those of you who are curious to see how much I enjoyed the products or did not enjoy the products, please continue watching. Let's get started. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different for First Impression Friday, but still sticking in the same with the first impression. So a couple weeks ago when I did the YouTube Made Me Buy It video, I tried out the Tinted Hydrator by Wet n Wild along with their Photo Focus Foundation, and I was just shocked at how good it was, because usually when I was growing up, you know, they were really inexpensive in the drugstore and you weren't expecting much out of it because of how inexpensive it was. But when I tried out those two products, I was like, oh god, this is insane. So I decided that today we're going to try out a full face of Wet n Wild products. So I will show you the products as I go along putting them on. So my face is already primed. I used the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer with the 4% niacinamide in it. It's now sticky and ready to go. So we're going to start off with the Tinted Hydrator, which I used before. I kind of forgot how to use this. So one of the things that I love about this Tinted Hydrator is how unbelievably full coverage it is. I was shocked at how amazing the coverage was for a tinted hydrator. Maybe because it's too dark for my face, I don't know. I'm gonna use a brush now so I don't look like a fuck. So I'm gonna use a brush so I don't look like an idiot. But I mean, I'm gonna dab it actually. I mean, for a tinted hydrator, it's just supposed to show a little bit of color, but this does a lot. This was like full coverage on my face. So a lot of times I'm usually just wearing this as my base, because sometimes you really just don't want to wear a lot of makeup, and this product very much delivers on that. I don't know why my camera always makes my face look yellow, because it really doesn't look yellow when I look at myself in the mirror. And it just goes on so well. And it doesn't crease. It's just so good. I don't know, I love it. It's light, it blends well. It's just awesome. I forgot to put on my friggin' clips. Yeah, so Wet n Wild has always been like a questionable company for me because of how inexpensive it was. God, I love this. Like, it just does such a good job at covering. Okay, so then we're going to be using the Photo Focus Foundation with the dewy finish in soft ivory like we used last time. Remember, it has this like paddle thing, so just be careful because it does have a tendency to get in your hair, which has happened to me before. Okay, and then we're going to be using my wonderful, amazing Aesthetica beauty blender, or beauty sponge, I should say. And I know that I reviewed the original beauty blender last week, but I'm staying true to my wonderful beauty sponge because I love how it blends out. And also with the Tinted Moisture Hydrator, if you get a color that's like really close to your skin tone, you don't really need that much foundation. Like, it just, I mean, look, you saw how much foundation I put on my face. You really don't need that much. And it doesn't do that like bunching up thing that some foundations do when it comes to like your nose area. I don't know if anybody else has that issue sometimes, but I do, and it makes me look like my skin's been dried for like 10 years or something. Yeah, so I have never actually just used this as a full foundation yet. I should probably do that the next time. And again, I look yellow, but I don't look yellow in person. Okay, maybe it's the lighting. Again, I'm working on the lighting, people. I really am. And hopefully nothing will die on me this time. So once we've done that, okay, and I'm just really impressed. Like, it doesn't look extremely cakey. It looks you can see the dewiness also because I used the dewy primer, but there's still some shimmer in my face. Like, not shimmer, but like, you know, it's not matted down, which I really like. I like that finish, I think, a lot better than the matte finish. I've always liked that, even with my nails. I never liked the matte finish when it comes to nail polish. I don't know why. It just feels like it's just very flat and just, it has no, I don't know, like, it kind of feels like something's always missing, especially when it comes to the matte nail polish. I always feel like it's like, the top coat always fell off or like didn't dry properly. I don't know. It It always bothered me. Okay, for the concealer, I was not able to get the color that I wanted in time for this video. It's the Photo Focus Corrector Concealer. It's just concealer. Photo Focus Concealer by Wet n Wild, and it's in Light Honey. I have a massive feeling it's not going to be my color, but we're going to make it work anyway. All right, got a tiny doe foot. That's good. Oh, this is going to be very dark. Okay. Oh, yeah. It's kind of like color corrector dark. This should be interesting. First impression of this foundation, of this concealer, I mean, is that it's not very creamy, and it's not very it seems like it's drying really fast, like faster than it should be. Okay, is there a reason why I've become so good at picking out colors online for my face? Either that, or it didn't really blend in properly and it went into my sponge, but I really don't think it did, because I really apologize for the lighting. I'm not sure if I actually really did put the Okay, so for some reason when I film in 4K, my face doesn't look the same as it does when I'm filming in HD. So I apologize, because I had to, in order for you to see a little bit clearer as to what I'm doing, I had to switch from 4K to HD. Makes no sense, but it is what it is. After putting this on, I'm just a little like, no, it's so bad. I'm not impressed with this color. I don't think it covered very well, but then I'm gonna try it again. Let's see. I don't want it to be too much, because it's just gonna look very caked on. So let's see. Oh, it actually is rather yellow for my skin. I don't know. But you guys tell me about what you guys think of the concealer. I don't know. I don't really think it did anything. Hopefully the light ivory will. So we're gonna set our under eyes first with the Aesthetica translucent setting powder. I like to keep it in a little tiny thing because of how big it is, and also it's really, this is how I use it to travel, and I can easily store it here, and I just put the other one in my drawer, and then I just take out what I need the next time, because it's very big. You get a lot of product for it, so again, I can't complain. Okay, we're just gonna take a little spongy thing here, and we're going to really get into the under eye area. So this is actually the first time I'm using these sponges. I found them on Amazon because I just wanted something that could actually get into, like, you know, the crevices of my eye. So if you guys want some more tea on what I spoke to you guys about last week, about the whole false eyelash gate, the girl came back on for the first time since recording that video and didn't mention a single thing about the false eyelashes thing. She just decided to just continue on. I don't get it. Okay, so next we're gonna try out the eyeshadow now. This is gonna be really interesting. So, all right, and I should probably prime my eyes first. So, yeah, this is like a very dry formula. I'm not really sure why it's such a dry formula, but it is. And I am not really caring for that, because it does not seem to cover my eyelids very well either. Like, it just looks very drying on my eyes. I don't know if you can see that, and it doesn't even look like it did much to prime my eyes. So we're gonna re-prime my eyes with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop, my all-around go-to for my eye priming needs. And we're just gonna quickly prime my eyes. Much better. Now, wish us all luck when it comes to this eyeshadow. I don't know why I'm so nervous to do this eyeshadow, but I just really am. You know how like on cooking shows where they have those like scrapbles when you're done using something? That's what you need when you're filming a YouTube video, especially for makeup. Like, okay, I'm not done with this, put it in a box kind of thing. For eyes, we're going to be using the Wet n Wild Color Icon palette. It's a 5-shade palette in the color Sundaze. We're gonna start with this orangey shade. This is gonna be very interesting. I don't really know what's gonna go on. I'm going to, oh boy. My brushes are usually really good, even though this is so orange. Oh my god. How is this something that people like to wear? Okay, I need to change my brush. So here's something really funny and interesting that I found when I was reading the back eyeshadow. It says not for use around eyes. Okay, I'm really not sure if it's the brush or if it's the fact that the eyeshadow really sucks. All right, let's try it with another brush. I never even swatched these. Oh, okay, so yeah, these are not very, I mean, they look pigmented, but they're not very pigmented. You definitely need to go over it a couple of times in order to get the type of look that you want. Okay, so next we're gonna use the brown shade. No color names, so that's just great. I think it's number 3. And we're just gonna dab it out into the corner of our eye Oy vey. Oh Lord, okay. I'm really hoping I can salvage this and it not look so bad. Oh my god. Oh my god. And just like also, all right. This isn't a how-to, so just bear with me. That just happened. I think no one's going on here. Okay, we're gonna salvage this, people. We're gonna salvage this. Like, I mean, this is just interesting. Okay, so we're gonna try out the color that we're not supposed to put on our eyes. Ooh, okay, let's see. Ooh, that color is actually really pretty. Not sure why you're not supposed to put it near your eye. All right, I'm feeling very pumpkin-y at the moment. This like honestly looks like little pieces of gold. It's actually really pretty. But if I go blind tomorrow, we'll know why. Wow. Oh my god. All right. Where are my Q-tips? This is not happening. This is not a thing. All right, maybe, okay, so we'll blend it out. Let's blend it out first. Let's just do that. Let's blend so that it doesn't look so ridiculously crazy and like this girl has no idea what she's doing. Okay, I'm not really sure what the hell is going on today, but this is why I like to put my eyeshadow on first before doing the rest of my makeup so that it covers up any mistakes that I've made. I'm just gonna like experiment here. So then I'm gonna take this shade and just put it further back on the eye there a little bit, so like it kind of goes from dark to light. That way it's like not so harsh. It's not so like, ah, oh my god, you know what I mean? It's just, it's so orange. I can't get over how orange it is. And then, like, it doesn't look like that on the website. And then we're gonna use this as like just a nice highlighter, which it looks like that, which is, okay, can I just keep the shimmer shades and give back the matte shades, like really? And we're just gonna put it on top here just to give it a little bit of like softness, I guess. I'm not really sure. It just makes it just seem not so harsh and it blends in better with that dark brown orangey thing. Right, apart from like the disaster that we had, I don't think it's bad. I just think that the eyeshadow, the e.l.f. palette ones, the e.l.f. bite-size palette ones are much better. This is a swatch of all the colors. This is definitely not how I'm supposed to do it, but we're learning. Okay, so bottom line is I would definitely use these for the shimmer shades. Like, I wouldn't necessarily use them for the matte shades, but I would definitely reuse the shimmer shades. Next, we're gonna try, I haven't tried an eyeliner in so long, guys. I've been using the same eyeliner for I don't know how many years because I just tried and true for me. Okay, so we are using the, right, I forgot to tell you this. We're using the Breakup Proof Wet n Wild's Blackest Black Gel. It's also waterproof. I guess that's the cute way of saying waterproof. Breakup proof, waterproof, Blackest Black eye gel pencil. I was looking at online at their eyeliners and I'm like, okay, so they have a black and they have a Blackest Black. What the hell's the difference? Like, why does one need a black versus a Blackest Black? It definitely goes on like, oh, it's supposed to be smudge proof too. So let's try that first. Okay, let's see if it's smudge proof. I mean, kind of smudge proof. So it has a consistency of like a potted eyeliner that you put on with a brush, except with the pencil. I'm really hoping I don't get like an eye infection or something after this. Okay, here's a test. So I had this wet because I was taking out the excess water from my beauty sponge. You ready? Nothing. Like, you really have to scrub. But it's not coming off. I do like how pigmented this black eyeliner is. I'm not really sure how it's gonna come out. I'm not really sure what it's gonna look like later. Next, we're gonna try out the Wet n Wild mascara, the Mega Volume mascara. It's waterproof. Okay, as I'm looking at it, I'm not really hating. So one eye looks orangier than the other. I don't get that. I'm really hating the lighting in my room. I'm gonna get a new light, guys. This is not okay. Brush. The wand, I mean. All right, let's go in. Ow. So, volume? Nope, non-existent. Ooh, and it smells really chemically too. Like, I don't like that. I don't like. I mean, it's doing a really good job at getting the mascara in places where it's not supposed to be. I've read that you can actually put waterproof mascara over your regular mascara so that you have the protection if you're going to like a wedding or you're going to see a comedy show. I remember one time I went to a comedy show and this is actually starting to sting my eyes a little bit. I'm not liking that at all. I laughed so much my mascara started to run and I was like, all right, so this is where waterproof mascara would come into play. Not impressed. Not impressed. All right, I'm gonna use my e.l.f. liquid liner just to cover up, from the top liner, just to cover up excess mascara that went onto my eyelid. I was gonna use the top liner from Wet n Wild, but I didn't have a chance to buy it, and I also have an idea for it. I have an idea for it for a different video, so, but also again, I don't have it. So there's that. It looks like I've been wearing mascara all day. Okay, so next we're going to be using the Hello Halo Blushlighter in the shade Flash Me. So let's go in with our e.l.f. Complexion Duo Brush. Okay, so it's not like completely, okay, so here, so they are two separate pans. It's not like it's combined into one like I thought it was. It is two separate pans, so that's good. A little dark. All right, next we're gonna do our highlighter. I look very, with this eyeshadow, I feel like I look very tan. Okay, so this is actually a rather, very, chalky. That's the first thing. Yeah, it's rather chalky. That's really the first thing. And like, it's not a highlighter per se. This is terrible. It's a pink lighter. I'm not, this is just a mess. This is just a mess. All right, I got this from e.l.f. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a silicone blender. And I usually do this just to like blend out the end of, like when I'm done with my face. But this is just bad, guys. This is just really, 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 really bad. I am really, I look like, I don't even know. I don't know. All right. We're going to go in for the bronzer. Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Ticket to Brazil. Another e.l.f. brush. I love e.l.f. makeup brushes. I just do. Okay. Also seems very, like, powdery. Really? All right, let's put it on a place where I don't have, this doesn't even show up. How is this a bronzer? How is this a bronzer? No, there's no bronzing. This is terrible. This is terrible. Oh, hell no. It looked so promising too. Well, that's a fail. Okay, finally, last but not least, we have one of their lip glosses. I wasn't really thrilled about crazy with the lipstick selections. So I got one of their Megaslicks lip glosses, and it's in the color, or it's in the shade Love Language. Why is it that it has color in the tube, but it doesn't really have color on your mouth? It's just a nude pink. That's all it is. It's not sticky. It's very smooth. All right, let me set my face. Maybe then things will not, that probably will not make things come together. Okay. Using our e.l.f. setting mist. Okay. Not that I really want this look to stay, but I can't tell if it looks good or not. I really am. Okay, so impressions, we're gonna do this really fast because I've already taken up a lot of your time. Wasn't so crazy about how this applied, the concealer applied, and I wasn't so crazy about how it covered. I'm hoping that the light ivory will be better, but I highly doubt it considering this was a darker color. I can only imagine what the lighter color is gonna be. So this is not a win in my book. So next we had the eyeshadow palette. Okay, this seems like a palette that it should not be for beginners just because of how, like, you can't really control the two matte shades. It's very weird. I'm obsessed with these two shimmer shades. Like, they're really, really pigmented. And that's really cool and really good. And they're not chunky. They're really, really, really smooth. So let's see, if Wet n Wild made an entire palette of just shimmer shades, I would buy that. Would I repurchase it again? Probably not. I'm not hating this eyeliner. I'm actually kind of impressed by it. It is really dark and pigmented, and it really does look like I put it on like with a brush, like it's one of those potted gel ones. I'm actually really liking it. I'm very much convinced that the black underneath my eyes is from the lack of mega volume. This is a no. Like, I'm not sure where this mega volume went, but I don't even see my eyelashes. Can you see my eyelashes? I can't see my eyelashes. I'm not repurchasing this again. This is a yes. Purchase the Breakup Proof Gel Eyeliner, Retractable Eyeliner. I get the concept. I'm not sure if I'm loving the concept. I think it made my face look very powdery, and that's really the opposite of what I wanted it to look like. This just had nothing to it. This was just a waste of time, and this is just bad. No. Oh, and the lip gloss, it was $2. It's a good lip gloss. I mean, if you guys have any products that you're curious about, but you're not really sure if you want to purchase, please let me know down below, and I'll make sure to purchase it and try it out for you. If you want to see certain looks, let me know down in the comments below. I'm more than happy to do that too. If you want me to do, if there are any challenges you want me to do, let me know. I'll be more than happy to do that too. Anything that you guys have an idea for, let me know. I'm all open. I'm always here for new ideas. So tips, tricks, dupes, hacks, first reviews, hauls, is it worth it videos, first impression full face makeup. I am here. I am your gal. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and bell button down below so you can be notified as to when I post new videos, which will be every Tuesday and Friday. I will see you guys later, my little